What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Greenleaf, Season 4, Episode 10. This was the finale episode called Gratitude. First of all, I was really surprised that they only had 10 episodes. We didn't get a mid-season break, nothing like that. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, maybe we're misunderstanding this because, you know, when the show Ambitions was on, it went off at episode 10. And then come to find out that was only the mid-season finale. And they still got 5 more episodes to go, which is very strange to me that Ambitions has more episodes than Greenleaf, being Greenleaf, a veteran show on the OWN network. And it's number 2 ranked show of the network. It's one of the shows that's carrying the network. For it to only get 10 episodes, I was like, what's really going on? What's really going on? But yeah, so I was kind of disappointed with that. And I was actually kind of disappointed with this finale. I don't know, a lot happened. A lot did happen. A lot of stuff happened during the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes seemed very rushed. It was like you had this slow progression. You think everybody's truths are going to be told, and then in the last 15 minutes, everybody's truths were told back to back to back to back. The final scene with AJ looking like at the gravesite of Faith, who most of y'all probably believe is the real AJ, because a lot of y'all don't think that the AJ that's been on the show is the real one anyway. Shit was weird as hell. It was weird as I don't know what. Didn't make not a lick of sense. And I'm sitting here thinking, am I really going to wait till next year to figure out who the hell that boy was and why he was there, and Grace knew who the hell he was, or did Grace realize that AJ really ain't her son? And I don't know. It just seemed all too weird to me. Let me Google right now. Greenleaf Season 5. As of right now, we still don't have a renewal or cancellation for season 5. So we don't know if it's going to come back or not. But the way that they ended this episode, it made it seem like there's a possibility that they won't come back. That's exactly what it looked like to me. The way that they ended this was like they weren't coming back. They kind of even gave it a reality TV feel where they was going through each person's life at the end, and while Grace was praying for them individually. It just seems weird. It just seemed weird. It seemed hella freaking weird to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on into this recap, y'all. It's probably gonna be the only one I may give this week. I'm not sure. I'll probably still do Power. I'm not sure. But anyway, we pick up at the same point where Grace. Is this all a dream? I had to tell me stop and ask it again. We pick up right at the point where Grace is making the announcement about her stepping down. I mean, literally stepping down. She stepped down out of the pulpit and went over there to talk to AJ. Okay, Grace is like, what are you doing here? He's like, what are you talking about? You've been calling me. Sophia been calling me, nonstop. She laying that guilt on me too. And she's like, no, what are you doing here? As in the church. And he says he came to turn himself in. I'm starting to think, y'all, this is all a dream. I'm really thinking this is a dream. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm going to get into it. So he said he there to turn himself in. See, that still don't explain to me why you showed up at Sunday service, which apparently is over now. Grace announced that she's stepping down, and they don't even have church. Church let out. And everybody walks by her without even stopping to say, Grace, what's going on? What is this about? Nobody questions why she decides she's not going to be the pastor anymore at that moment. I would think that if the pastor decided to quit and walks out of the church and church let out without us even having service, like there was a whole pulpit for the pastors up there and nobody continued on with the service, since everybody let out and they all just seemed to streamline around her as if her and AJ weren't standing there in the middle, which is making me think again that this is some type of dream sequence. It was weird. Maybe am I the only one who saw that? If y'all saw that too, or just hearing me say it now is like make you think like, was it a dream? Y'all let me know down in the comment section, okay? So nobody preached. That didn't make sense to me. Well, anyway, B.O.B. is not happy. He got Dumas and No Booty Judy in her. Like, how dare you two not have this under control? You both know that damn well that Grace was part of this plan, which I'm still not fully understanding. Why was she so significant to whatever this plan is? Dumas said, well, I don't think she had a choice. You know, she didn't know that her degenerate son would come back when she took this job. And I was like, that's throwing me off. That's throwing me off. Because at first, Bob and them didn't know about the kid, and all of a sudden, y'all just talking about it so freely, and ain't nobody shocked about this revelation. And Bob say, do you think or do you know? Well, he tells him, you know, I had a little hand in letting her know that by her telling lies, my mama fucking with my dog. By her telling lies that it would be bad for the brand. That's exactly what Phil said, okay? So, No Booty Judy is like, he in love with the singer. She already called and told him that AJ is staying over at the plantation. Okay, I was like, but why? Why? Me and Bob don't understand why would Grace quit. This doesn't make no sense. So B.O.B. is saying he had nothing to do with AJ coming there, which was what most of us thought. That AJ and B.O.B. had something going on. He said he has no idea what's even going on with the Greenleaf family. This is beyond his understanding. But he thought that Grace would be different. That's a shocker. Like I said, that's a shocker to me, and it ruins a lot of theories for us. Dumas tells him about the robbery and the pharmacy robbery, and then B.O.B. say, well, that's a shocker. That's a shocker too. Everything is a shocker to B.O.B., which doesn't make sense to me. So he immediately turns to No Booty Judy about the votes. That's all he cared about as well as Grace. Okay, her son here, he stole something from robbery. She lied to the police. Okay, let's move on now. Why you didn't give me my doggone votes? Okay, and he like, the board is going to vote again today. We're going to vote today, and it will go in my favor. So she like, I got you, Pops. He like, no, you don't have me. You don't have me. You going back to Phoenix today. I was like, wait a minute. So No Booty Judy was in Phoenix too? What is this connection with Grace in Phoenix? Because it can't just be about AJ. Something just don't seem right with that. Was AJ, the real AJ, taken in by Bob's family? What is going on? Somebody got to make me understand this, because it's not making no sense. I'm not getting Bob's angle. But it seemed like this was not a random takeover. The church, it seems. It's like this family has been in Bob's sights for a while. And MBJ, No Booty Judy, she not happy. So he sends her away. But B.O.B. again is not happy with Dumas either, hooking up with Charity. He says, Dumas says she gonna be proven to be valuable in the long run. For you or for the church, Dumas? Which one? Like, I still think that he is using her. He's using the shit out of her for his advancement. I still do. Because his rise is more important than his heart in concerns with her. And like I said, I still think he got a little smidgen of feelings for her, but he's still using her. But B.O.B. say, you know what? You have to do something. Oh no, B.O.B. asked him, did he have something to do with Grace stepping down? And he said, yeah, I did. It was a bad look for our brand. So B.O.B. say, look, I ain't over you hurting my daughter. How did that just come out of the woodwork? You the reason that her and Ken not working out, because she can't let go of you. Dumas say, look, I did what was the best for the both of us. Now, Dumas told Charity that him and No Booty Judy was together over 20 years ago, which I was already questioning that, because I was like, damn, how old are y'all? 20 years ago? Like, Grace had AJ 23 years ago, and that made her 18, and then over 20 years ago between you and No Booty Judy. Well, how young were y'all? And at the time that you supposedly met B.O.B., he took over your church, remember? So how old are you, Dumas? This is like really throwing me off. Back at the plantation, Charity comes in to tell Lady Mae that she is completely absolved in wrongdoing when it comes to Dumas and Gigi. Really? Really, it's Charity? Then where did his proof come from? I need to know that. Lady Mae is on edge because she feel like all hope is gone. They have nothing left but this land and this house. And Charissa is plotting on that. So, tell me, Charity, how did he know? How did he know? Do he got the place bugged? You know what I'm saying? He got dudes hanging outside in black vans, recording everything we doing, sitting out there with their donuts and their coffee. Tell me, Charity, how? Charity had the nerve again to say, I don't know, maybe, girl, really. So you gonna keep lying right to my face? That's what we gonna keep doing right here. Lady Mae say, I ain't mad at you, girl, because I know you just stupid. You a dumb little pawn for him. But I know for sure you lying to me. But once I find out for sure, man won't even be half of what I will be. Mama, I never meant to hurt you. Oh, but you mean to hurt your sister. I just want my life. What life, Charity? What life has Gigi kept from Charity Greenleaf? I don't get it. I don't understand. The only life you got now is playing the fool for Dumores. So do you have your life now? You got it? Well, AJ, like I say, he's still running game to me. Something still ain't right with this boy. He comes back and says that he's going to turn himself in, which Grace is so against. She got Aaron up in the spot with her like, bro, you can get 10 years, dog, if you do this. Now, AJ still don't know that Aaron is his uncle, but I guess Aaron now knows that AJ is her son. So the mystery now is solved, though, for all y'all who still was trying to say AJ didn't do it. He did it. He stole the drugs. He just claimed he's not an addict, because that's the angle they were going to try to go to. He was an addict. I still think the boy on something. He always twitching and tweaking to me. Or maybe that's just the actor and his twitching. Was he twitching and tweaking on Grey's Anatomy? No, he'd be twitching and tweaking on this show. Something ain't right with him. But he say he's not an addict, but he say he did steal the drugs. Okay, so Aaron like, well, if you're going to turn yourself in, go and do it today. What you waiting on? Why wait till tomorrow? AJ never answers questions. He deflected again onto Grace. You want me to go now? I don't want you to go at all. Boy, bye. Deuces to you. Chuck him. Get the heck out of here. If you're going to turn yourself in, what we waiting on? What are we waiting on? So Grace somehow thinks that AJ is doing this because he's hesitant to go to prison, that it's equivalent to being an act of self-defense. And I don't understand. If y'all understand what she meant by that, him wanting to go to prison is an act of self-defense, y'all make me understand that. I was like, maybe I haven't watched Miss Honey yet. Miss Honey be breaking some stuff down. She be catching some stuff that I don't see, or she interprets things that help me understand stuff a little bit better. So maybe she figured it all out. I'm gonna go see it. I don't know. But he say this is an act of self-defense, or Grace thinks this is an act of self-defense. I just don't get that. Matter of fact, Grace was trespassing, so hers really wasn't an act of self-defense either, but I digress on that. Anyway, stealing from the pharmacy. Is that a strike at the man? I'm going to get it back at the man or something? You know, the man? Make it make sense to me. I just don't get it. Erin like, let him go. She's like, I can't give up on him. Who says you're giving up? Okay, anyway. Grace runs into Charissa and tell her, look her, I can't give you the money now. AJ is back. And Charissa like, it's cool. You know, I don't care. I need to get out here and go to urgent care. Urgent care? On a Sunday? What the heck you want urgent care for, girl? Now, Carissa's about to run into Pretty Boy Floyd. That's what my thought was. But no, she really went to the doctor. And she's sitting there praying for her test to be negative. Lord, please let it be negative. Please let it be negative. I was like, okay, so did the viewers get it right? Is she going to be pregnant by Pretty Boy Floyd? Wrong. No, she burning. Burning like the bush of Moses. She burning like she was the Tower Inferno. Y'all remember that movie with Faye Dunaway? She is on fire. I think that's the first movie I seen with O.J. Simpson in it. Before I see him becoming a pantyhose dude. I didn't really know he was a football player. It didn't really matter to me at that time. But Charissa burning. Her cootie pop was on fire, fire, fire. Fire, 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 fire. You know what I'm saying? Liar, liar, pants on fire. You was lying to Jacob. But if she burning, that means Jacob should be burning too. He should have known way before her, though. If y'all know anything about science and genetics, a man will know that they have an STD before a woman Oh, did he eat the disease too? Nasty. So anyway, Misty and Clara come through. Remember last week I was like, how the heck, when did Clara get on the board? That day, last week when they was talking to Clara, that's when they put her on the board. That's when it happened. So it's Bob's idea to dissolve the church as a separate entity. Dissolve the corporation altogether and become a subsidiary of H&H. This means that they lose the church altogether. They would not get it back. With Clara's vote, they could tie the vote, but with Charity being the longest sitting Greenleaf, she could tip the vote in the H&H's favor, especially if she's still rocking with Dumois, which we all know that she is. And that talk that Lady Mae just had with Charity, it didn't bring her no closer back to home, no closer back to the front of home. No, Lady Mae is like, Charity, Lord, what did that idiot do now? Okay, Bishop. He explains to her about the bylaws and Charity can get the vote. But he said, you know what, I'm going to go talk to my daughter. I'm going to go do that. I think I can swing her. So all it takes, though, is for Charity to hear that man Dumois say that he loves her. Nothing else matters. She's like, I could lose my family over this. He said, well, we'll start a new one. What you talking about? I was like, Charity, does any of this sound godly to you, sis? Does any of this sound godly? He like, boom. He never answered her question either, but he like, boom. Just know I'm the man that love you, girl. Oh, she softened right on up. And immediately says, so what do you want me to do? He didn't even ask her a question. She knows she is at his beck and call without him even asking. So Charissa in bed, after she the burning bush, reading her Bible like it's gonna cleanse her sins away. And Jacob trying to get some. She like, not today. He's like, oh, come on, shut up. She's like, no, I'm on the rag and I don't feel well. He's like, okay, I know, feel better. All right. I was like, dude, you don't know your wife's cycle? My husband knew my doggone cycle before we even got married. Before we said I do, he knew my doggone cycle. Every boyfriend I've had, when we had some long length of time together, they knew my cycle. Any girl I ever lived with, I knew their cycle. We that connected. Y'all married and you don't know her cycle? Y'all really ain't got no connection. Y'all really don't. Well, Bishop goes to talk to Charity and she's like, oh, now you want my help, huh? You want my help, Daddy? What about Gigi? It was Gigi this, Gigi that, Gigi this. Now you want to come to Charity. I'm a person too, Daddy. He like, fine, you're a person. Okay? Like, but you're going to be a regretful person for the rest of your life if you knowingly helped tear this family down. Don't be that person, girl. But you already know she is. You already know she is. She don't care about nothing that Bishop is saying. Dumois promised her a new family. That's all she cares about right now. So act like she ain't never had one before, So AJ, he going off to jail like he going to summer camp. I was like, what are you packing a bag for, sir? Sophia like, can you get email? If you got a phone, but that's against the rules and you can get put in solitary if you get caught with one. I know for a fact that inmates of today's day can get email. They just charge it just like it's a doggone letter with a stamp on it. You can get emails. They just set you up an account. It's the same account that you pay the doggone commissary through. Can you get letters? I guess. Boy, you've been in jail for 5 years. Well, how do I put money on your commissary? Look, just stop pretending. Stop pretending that we something more than we not. Just matter of fact, pretend I don't even exist. It's better for everyone anyway, right? Explain to me again, y'all, what's all this hostility with AJ? The people who understand what he feeling, because I don't understand. Y'all mean to tell me the people down in the comment section were saying that they had some hostility because they went through this situation before and they was in the foster or they were adoptive kids. Explain to me this hostility again, because it ain't making sense to me. Break it down to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Something ain't right with this boy. I don't care what the fuck he been through in life. He know what he doing. He making the choices that he want to make. Something ain't right with him. So he said he finna go for a walk. Grabs his book bag that he just packed to go off to jail. I'm like, again, he finna go across this 40 acres again with no mule and he carrying a duffel bag. And no one ain't got her yet. Let me go ahead and make that point clear. No one never showed up during this entire season finale. He been on his way since episode 3. 7 damn weeks coming from Colorado to Memphis, and he ain't got there yet. I know a few of y'all were saying that maybe he down in Phoenix with the old AJ, the real AJ, but he said he was coming back to Memphis. He didn't say he was going to Phoenix to be with his son. He said he was coming back to Memphis, because when he said that, I asked the question, how do you know he in Memphis? Because Grace never told you that she was bringing him home. I remember asking that question. I did. Where Noah at? That you know what? No, I didn't like this season finale. I didn't like this season. It's voting time. It's voting time. And of course, they got a hung vote, a split vote, or whatever. Charity sitting in the wings waiting for her turn. Now, you know the Deacons Board votes all the time. And if Charity is the tiebreaker on the vote, why she ain't been sitting there every time that they vote waiting to see if it's going to be a tie? So this should be out of pocket for everybody. It should be out of pocket. But she don't seem like she ever sat and waiting before. She all nervous. Oh God, what should I do? Do I gotta do this, Phil? Do I gotta do this? No, you ain't gotta do it. But take my hand anyway. But you wanted to fall off. Y'all know who said that. Did I say that right? He hold out his hand. He said you want my hand to fall off. Y'all know who said that? The line, you want my hand to fall off. Drop it down in the comment section, because we need some laughter around this doggone recap. And then I'll give you a nice little shiny star this time, you know what I'm saying? So, Misty calls Bishop with the news. What was the vote? I wanted to know. But Lady Mae don't let Bishop tell us. So, evidently it went in H&H's favor. But I want to know what it was. Instead, she gets a phone call. From who? From B.O.B. Like, what the heck he want? I was going to say, what the heck that greasy Negro wrong? He could be a greasy Negro. He could be a greasy Negro. Anyway, Jacob come into the room and ask Charissa for Azo pill. And she like, you don't have a bladder infection. How you know? When she said sit down for a second, I got excited. I was like, tell Jacob you're burning, baby. Tell Jacob your pants on fire. You got flames dancing in your jeans. You got flames. I was excited. I was excited for this conversation. I was waiting on it. She said, I've got chlamydia. Like she was saying she had a cavity. You know what I'm saying? Chlamydia. How the heck? Oh, no, to the no. No. Oh, Fernando, pretty boy Floyd. You were creeping with him. And now you're burning. Were you off at some seedy motel? How many times, Charissa? She tried to throw that back at him again. Like, were you in a hotel? This ain't about me right now, girl. This ain't about me. You know what? Get out. Get out. Get the stepping. Get the heck out of here. Hit the door, sis. Bye. Good riddance. She said, I ain't going nowhere. You need to stop playing. I know you trying not to make me leave the home that I've been trying so hard to get out of. And I'm like, you just want to get out of here. Now, you don't want to leave. I'm not going anywhere. And Jacob was like, really? Huh? No, you going. She said, no, Jacob. After one mistake, after all these years that I put up with you, Jacob put his big balls on. Said, you've been waiting to get out this house so bad. Dropped that shit on the floor. Here's your chance. Get out. He said, after all I did, I ain't never bring you home a disease. Charissa said, you are the disease. But if I am, what you still trying to stay here for, miss? Get the stepping. Like, I don't understand that, right? Bye, bitch. So she said, you can't put me out of your mommy's house. I ain't going nowhere. Why she sound like damn big forehead girl on Real Housewives of Potomac when Candace put her out and she didn't go, like, I put you out my house. Get the fuck out. This your mama house. You can't put me out of nowhere. Lady Mae should have been put her ass out, truth be told. He's like, well, you need to get yourself a lawyer. Because this right here, what we got going on right now, is done. We are through. We made it through this whole season without Basic Skanks, Rochelle, or Tasha. I thought Tasha was coming back. I remember her like recording. I I remember them, like, when they was filming the season that she was talking about. I don't know. Anyway, they say it's done. Finite. Over. So now I'm like, go tell Lady Mae. Go tell Lady Mae and have her properly escorted off the premises. Instead, she calls her Fernando saying, look, I got some news for you. Like, immediately, as soon as she walked out the room, she called her Fernando. So B.O.B. pitches the idea of a unified church again to Lady Mae. Say, we need, Lady Mae said, so you want my black people to come to a white church? There was an article going around Facebook about this very thing today. Like, how white preachers are taking over with the idea of unity, taking over black congregations, and black people are running to their churches, whatever. But these same white folks won't attend a black church that's led by a black preacher in these masses. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was like, that's not the kind of unity we talking about. No, we want the unity where y'all come to us and need us and lean on us, mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying? When he said we want Lady Mae to be the forefront, since Grace done bowed out, now we want you. At first, Lady Mae said it won't work, but we know doggone well she won't power to. We know it. And Lady Mae understands clearly that they need a black face in a place. He said it's to stand against racism. That could be you, girl. That could be you. But Mae says, before we talk about that, let's talk more about Grace and her problem and how it became a problem. Cameras up on it. And he's like, how was that, man? Dumars. It was Dumars. So Charissa run down and sees pretty boy Floyd. I'm thinking she can go tell him about the disease. Where he obtained a will, said it was public record showing Greenleaf's estate. I never knew wills are public record. Y'all, the will, I thought that was a private matter. When did the will become public record? Does it become public record after somebody died? Somebody let me know. Because I thought wills were also always private matters. But they say the will is a public matter. So that's how he found it. And 1 month before the Greenleafs obtained the property from some lady named Mrs. Davis. Well, they obtained the property 1 month before Mrs. Davis died in a botched burglary. And the executive of the will was Robert McCready. That would be Mac. You know what I'm saying? So the byline on the will says that this takes over any other will. That's standard lingo. On any will that says that if there was any other will written out there, this one is going to cancel that one out. But to Charissa and Pretty Boy Floyd take that as a sign that someone else was supposed to get this land. And maybe the burglary was planned by the Greenleafs and they killed her. Who is Mrs. Davis? This is the first I ever heard this. Who is Mrs. Davis? But as far as AJ goes, he still ain't took himself to jail. He's still waiting on them all. I got the hiccups real bad. Hold on. That usually works for me. Okay, so Grace is like, we already got away with it, AJ. Why are you trying to go to jail? Why do you have to go? You don't get to know why. It just is. Why is he so... Anyway, he looks at his hand. I don't know. Are they trying to assume it's just the sick theory that everybody is trying to sell me? Then that's what we're going with, that he's sick. What fatal disease is he supposed to have? That some random drugs from a pharmacy is supposed to help, and he didn't have no knowledge of this before he left jail the first time. None. Why he looking at his hand? I don't know. Anyway, Lady Mae come back to Bishop. Like, I need you on my team. This is the best thing for us. Bishop like, no, you getting in bed with the white criminal. But she said she already did it. She just letting him know now. I knew she would. She says, grace has fallen, but the Lord has lifted me up. You know what I'm saying? It's my time. I feel like Ramblin' K. Y'all could have started another church, to be honest. Y'all really could have. I told y'all, this wedding, though, between Bishop and Lady Mae, I told y'all in the comment section, I don't think it's going to happen. And if that wedding ain't going to happen, there may be another one, because Dumars just popped the question of charity. She didn't say the word yes, but her body was telling them yes. He ain't gonna. Oh, I don't know. That's an R. Kelly reference. I know y'all don't have that, but they fits the moment. Anyway, I went to the bathroom, y'all, and I came back and everything had got turned upside down real quick. This is why I said the whole last 15 minutes was rushed. Next morning, Dumore slid into Bob's office feeling pretty good. He ready to talk logistics, and Bob like, sure, come on in. I got a few words for you myself. Slow your roll. You ain't finna be in charge. It's gonna be me and Lady Mae. Excuse me? Are you serious right now? After the 20 years of service that I gave you? Yep, I know what you did to Gates. That was unconscionable. Oh, really? You have really outdone yourself. You've done worse things. In fact, Bob said, roll, slow your roll. Run that back and say that to me again. I've done what? Well, instead of checking him on whatever bullshit that Dumore is talking about, Dumore settled to get underneath his thumb again. What do I need to do to get my damn church? Name your price. You better believe it's getting back with his old raggedy skinny ass daughter. You better believe it. And like I said, Dumore wants power more than he wants Charity's hand in marriage. So despite whatever feelings he got for her, it's time for you to start your regrets, Charity. It's time for you to start them. So Carissa's still up in the crib, talking on the phone to Nadine. I was like, Lord, child, what she done have Nadine dig up. Whatever it is may land Bishop in jail. And for that, Charissa say she ain't going nowhere. It looks like Bishop may have killed Mrs. Davis for this land. If you don't want him to die in jail, it's best I keep my hind parts right here, chlamydia and all. Next, Dumore's at the door. Again, how they just rolling up on this estate and don't nobody know they coming. We came in to tell May that deal you made with Bob, not so fast. I'm going to be running things instead. Not you. Zora in the background, ear hustling like a mug, like Lady Mae said. I need to hear that from Bob. He calls right then. Now, she don't never answer the phone to talk to Bob, but he says whatever belongings that you and Bishop got up at the church, y'all might want to get them because we demolishing the church in a week. Make that make sense. You say that you want to be head of a church finally. What church are you going to lead if they turn it down, son? I don't get it. Well, Charity come in like, hey, boo, hey, you can't ask my mama for permission. Permission for what? I was getting married now, Mom. And pretend you happy because this ring ain't never coming off. Really, Charity? Because I think Dumore is about to take that motherfucker off right now. Let's go talk in private, girl. So he said, hey, girl, it ain't gonna be nowhere in between us. I mean, not for us anyway. I'm gonna marry Judy. I just thought I'd let you know. She's like, what about last night? He said, yeah, about that. My bad, I'm sorry. Stupid ass. He didn't even seem a bit remorseful. Not one bit remorseful. Anyway. So Grace out there talking to Big G, looking up. You know what I'm saying? Look here, help me out, Father. Help me out. I don't know what to do with the church. It's going to be gone in 7 days' time. I know you created this world in 6 because on the 7th day he rested. So I know you can work miracles in that time. I need you to perform one right now. I'm giving you your praise and your thanks right now. And then all of a sudden some dude just walks out of the back of the woods when she started talking about AJ, looking like a makeshift AJ. And it made me think, okay, damn, are y'all right? Is it AJ fake? The one, and this is the real one right here. It was like the weirdest shit ever. This dude walked out of the woods and said he just started walking and ended up right here. And they talked about Faith and he knew her name and she never asked him, how the fuck you know me? And none of that stuff. She never asked any questions of this young man except how you get here. You can exit that left way. He's like, cool, see you later, Grace. And then he said, see you later, Mom. I don't understand. The fuck is going on? Is AJ really dead for real? Like, and what does he mean? Like everything has an expiration. What did he mean by that? Is he talking about this show? The show has an expiration? At first I thought it was a ghost, but then I saw him walking behind Grace too. So I don't know, y'all. It didn't make sense to me. Y'all help me make it make sense down in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.